Hey, great Friday evening. It is once again es viernes y Erasmo lo sabe. It's been a crazy week, and again, the only reason that we know that it is Friday is because we were actually here this morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, and sort of remembered that we're still on Friday, haven't passed the day, and it has been a semi-quiet day in the city of Brownsville. But again, we'll go into a lot of the things. Good evening, Miss Linda. We'll go into a lot of things that have been going on and have some conversation and see, where we're at in regards to the happenings of today. Keep each other posted. Let each other know of what's happening in the city of Brownsville. Saludos, Yesenia. Gusto saludarte. Lea, El Santa, Carlos, Yesenia. Good to see y'all, guys. Thank y'all for coming by. And again, don't remember that this is being live streamed on our Facebook page and on YouTube. Hola, Mo, my man. And again, Sara, Kacha. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go on to the YouTube page. We've been very fortunate that the numbers have been growing in regards to the page. Thank y'all so much. Gina, Hugo, Al, thank y'all. Peter, my man. Topic: Trump wants people to drink lice. I think he wanted people to inject Lysol, but hey, Kimberly, my girl. Good to see you. And tonight, of course, we have with us Frankie the Fish.
How's it going, everybody? Good evening. Week 4, week 5. I don't even know what time zone we on. All I know is that it's Friday. It feels a little different. Glad to be here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure so far. How's it going, Tim? How's your evening? How's your quarantine life going?
It's going great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The only drawback is eating and sleeping, and I need to go walk. But other than that, it's all good.
Hey, Juan Carlos. Hey, Benny. And of course, yes, Frankie mentioned it. We do have Tim Ramirez. Tim, it's good to have you on tonight. Hi, Paul. Good evening, Al Santa. And Frankie actually does look like he combed his hair today for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
It's Friday night.
Friday night.
Hey, we got to get dressed and act like we're doing something since I'm just in pajamas and shorts all day.
Well, it's kind of funny. I actually had talking about pajamas. I actually went up Alma. Hey, from Austin. I love Austin, Alma. I can tell you stories. I love Madam Moms up there. P50. Hey, I actually went to go get me some yogurt and do some little exercise on my scooter. And I have these like boxer shorts, but they're shorts that look like boxers. And Roman was out there asking, "Hey, hola, Raulito. Hey, andas in boxers?" I go like, "No, they're not boxers. They're boxer shorts. There's a difference." Hey, man, it's the 21st century. Keeping it wild in Brownsville, Texas. But anyway, we had the honor this morning to have having Mimis. We had the honor this morning of having. Thanks, Paul. Saludos, Luis. We had the honor of having Mayor Trey Mendez on today with us this morning. And again, Mayor Trey Mendez, an amazing mayor, a great friend here. Good evening, Rudy. And, he had kept us up to date in regards to what was going on in the city of Brownsville. And it's always good to hear from him. And so we do appreciate the mayor taking some time off to come and give us a quick rundown as to what he's out there actually doing for the city of Brownsville. That was a really informative hour and a half this morning, Frankie. Yeah. It was a great informative hour and a half this morning. But anyway, besides the hour and a half, while we were doing the show, we actually got information, some messages that, there was a group of BISD board members getting together around there in Boca Chica, getting together, and I didn't know exactly what was going on. And, well, I guess I should have read the notes this morning a little bit better in regards to what was going on. And what they were doing is they were out there distributing these signs, these yard signs that were going to go. And again, that's great for some of the seniors are 10% seniors and valedictorians and to 5%. Again, that's great. If you're going to start dishing out stuff like that, that's awesome. I think that's one of the things that we had shown out there, Frankie, in regards to what a lot of other cities were doing in regards to the banners and in regards to the different signs that they were placing out in order to, to honor. Hey, Carlos is going to honor a lot of their a lot of their graduates. So it was a great idea. I think my issue came when I started to see the pictures on there. I mean, Frankie, did you have any concerns in regards to the pictures out there?
Yes, and before I start, there has been some people messaging me and commenting saying, "Hey, you're damn if you do, damn if you don't." That's not the issue. The issue is, the stay-at-home order that has been in place by our county judge and the orders by our mayor. That's the only issue. But other than that, we're all supportive of, celebrating the seniors' memorable 2020. It's unfortunate that they're not going to be able to walk that stage, but it is something nice for them to celebrate. But yes, Erasmo, we did see the pictures. They were in clusters, using Judge Trevino's words. They were huddled together taking pictures. And that was my only issue. We're all in favor of celebrating, this milestone, these achievements for these graduates. The only issue was the pictures in which they were all huddled together. It seemed like a PR move. We know November is coming faster than we know it. But it is what it is. But again, congratulations to the seniors. Our only issue was the way they're taking pictures together. That's the only thing.
Well, and Maria makes a good point. Did you see how Gutierrez was dressed? And let me tell you, guys, it's like when we used to have Tony Martinez as mayor of the city of Brownsville, and he would get up there and sit behind the mayor's seat, with a fisherman's vest and stuff. He just didn't look professional, and especially someone that's leading a multi-million-dollar, $600 million a year budget organization. Still look very professional. What bothered me and I'll go into my opinion. I don't know. There was no mask usage when they were coming in contact with the different students out there. And again, it's just not giving out the right message. And I have my opinion on it. Tim, did you get to see those pictures by any chance?
I did, and kudos to BISD, the board members, and the superintendent. However, I had a concern. You had the picture that they took with a valedictorian from Lopez High School. The dad was dressed up, nice tie. The mom was dressed up because it's a memorable moment. It's a big accomplishment for the child, for their child. And how's the superintendent dressed? Our highly paid $375,000 superintendent's dressed with tennis shoes and a pullover. That was a little concerned about that. We need to dress the part. We need to dress professional.
Well, let me tell you all my concern, guys, and my concerns are very, very simple. Folks, are we in a lockdown? Yes. Are we in shelter in place? Yes or no? And see, that's what is most important out here, guys. Because what's happening, folks, is that we're not taking this shelter in place serious in any way, shape, or form. And then what happens is when we have these individuals who are elected officials, these elected leaders out there, and they are not out there doing anything that has been listed or classified as essential. Because I'm sorry, guys, passing out signs is great. If one individual is going to be passing them out, more power to you guys. But passing out signs, guys, is not an essential in regards to what has been labeled or listed in the list, the mandates that have been given out by the judge and by the mayor of the city of Brownsville, folks. And this is what starts to create this confusion in a lot of people. Are we in shelter in place, or are we not in shelter in place? And again, I know the people, well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. That's not the point, folks. It's a great gesture. Pass them out. We've been saying, give them some recognition. We've been saying, put out the banners, put out the signs. We've been saying it for weeks. We're not against that. What we're against is, what are you teaching our people here in the city of Brownsville? What are you teaching our students? And it goes back to the mandate that the city commission and the mayor voted on in regards to ending the school year. And the district automatically, what did they do? They put out a statement. Your mandate is void and unenforceable. So the lessons that they are teaching the students, the lessons that they are teaching the teachers, the personnel is, you don't have to listen to that crap. You don't have to listen to them. They don't have. They're not our authority. They're not our authority. And they tell us what to do. That is the message that's being said out there. And again, teachers, listen to this, guys. I'm sorry, and for y'all teachers to come and defend the superintendent, the corrupt board, God bless y'all. Pero cuando ustedes tengan problemas, when y'all have problems with the students not listening to the teachers' orders or recommendations, then don't whine and complain, because you are out there applauding a group of people who are absolutely positively not following the mandates that have been placed upon us as a community as a whole. And this is my issue, guys. Are they exempt? Are they exempt from the mandates of the county judge? Are they exempt from the ordinances, the mandates, the rules, or whatever you want to call them, that the city commission has placed? If they are, just let us know. Let us know that the rules don't apply to them. But I'm sorry, either todos rabones or todos coludos, todos rabones, or we're all in it together, or you know what, or just let's lift the damn mandates. Just lift them and stop making them, because they are making a farce out of a joke out of what Judge Eddie Trevino's out there posting and saying, and what the mayor of the city of Brownsville is saying. Are we in shelter in place, or are we not in shelter in place? I mean, people need to make up their mind, honestly, because if we're not in shelter in place, pues dale raza todos, everyone. And again, no, they're not exempt. Well, then stop acting if you're exempt from them, because either we're all going to follow the mandates or none of us are going to follow the mandates. But again, they have no right. They have no right to defy the county judge, to defy the city mayor. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Again, if that's the case, then let loose. Let all of us go out and do whatever the hell we want. And just to hell with what the judge says and to hell with what the mayor says, Frankie.
You would think that an entity such as a school district, which is instilling values, goals, into our students, for them to have some sort of decency in following authority, following orders. Again, we've seen, for whatever reason at Erasmo, we've seen that this superintendent and leadership have been adamant that whatever the mayor says is not valid. We listen to the governor, and I had a little discussion earlier today in regards to, hey, well, who are we supposed to listen to, the governor or the mayor? And I gave this analogy at Erasmo. It's like President Trump. He gives the governors the discretion to open or close the respective state, open for business, so to speak. Every governor is going to take it upon themselves whether to do it or not. And same thing with the mayor. May 4th was a date that was given by the president and by our governor in regards to opening up shop to schools. But our mayor said, you know what? Schools are closed for the time being. Schools closed for the end of the year. And that person was like, hey, well, I'm supposed to listen to the mayor. That's what the school district's doing. But again, the governor is saying could open. It's not giving like a mandate, like is going to happen. So again, we have a chain of command. We have the president, we have the governor, and locally here we have our county judge and our mayor. It's baffling at Erasmo and Tim how people in leadership roles, a superintendent in charge of the biggest district south of San Antonio, is here openly taking pictures, against the recommendations of our county judge. If you see the pictures, guys, and Erasmo, if you like, I can give just one snapshot just to give our viewers.
As long if it's a picture with a student, not the picture with a student.
Okay. It just goes to what are we telling these kids? Again, actions speak louder than words. This is twice, that first that the mayor wasn't in charge, that we listened to the governor, and now what are we doing? Again, guys, we're all for it. We understand that celebrating a graduate's achievement is a big deal, and trust me, us three up here, by all means, we're all in favor of it. But at the same time, we have to be respectful. We have to respect the decisions and recommendations that have been made by medical experts and two, our county judge and our mayor. So it's baffling, guys. It makes me scratch my head who makes these decisions? Who Erasmo, who stopped the superintendent said, hey, would this look bad? There's 10, 15 people in one picture, all huddled up together. None of them with doctorates and degrees, and they couldn't make that inference, guys. I don't know. I'm not the smartest bunch, but I could count to 10. I don't know about y'all.
Well, it's kind of a look, guys. It's such a horrible PR move because they're doing it for the picture. I mean, I know, and we'll go into Laura, Minerva, and little Eddie in a little bit, but they're doing it for the picture. They're concerned in regards to the election, and that's all it is for them. All it is a moment. Who the hell wants Minerva Peña, Laura, and again, and little Eddie out there taking a picture with them? No one. I mean, I understand the teacher going out there. The principal or maybe a teacher or a counselor that have actually had interaction with the students. But who wants Minerva Peña in a damn picture anyway? But let me tell you, this is part of the problem. Part of the problem, guys, is look, we've got Governor Abbott out there, and he gives out these mandates. And we have, again, TEA. And that's what they're using. They're saying, oh, well, we take our direction from the governor of the state of Texas, and we take direction from TEA. Guys, that is the stupidest excuse anyone can give. Stupidest. Because let me tell you, it's like they're out in their own little world, guys. It doesn't make sense. How in the heck is Governor Abbott up in Austin going to know what every single little city in the state of Texas requires or needs at the time? How is TEA, who's up in Austin or up in East Texas, going to put out recommendations that necessarily fit the mold for every other district in the whole state? Anyone with 2 brain cells can figure out it's impossible, guys. Again, the recommendations that are made are recommendations for a reason. They're not mandates. They're recommendations for a reason because if I'm going to say this again, I've been saying it for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 days already, and 2, 3, 4 weeks. If the mandates, recommendations don't apply to every single district equally, because the situation of a small little district or up in East Texas or West Texas, or a large district as is in Dallas and Houston or BISD or San Antonio, is not going to mesh. They're not going to be the same. So it's impossible for them to say, this is the way it's going to be done for the whole state of Texas. Texas is a country in itself, guys. It's a country in itself. We have to be patient. And we got to agree with Maria. We have to wait. Calm down, guys. What's the pressure? Why are they so adamant in bringing back teachers on November the 4th? And again, and then my people out there, oh, well, wait a minute. It's voluntary. And shut up, folks. No. Shut up. I mean, goodness gracious, man. If you're new to BISD, I mean, te la paso, bro. You don't understand what voluntary means at BISD. But there's some teachers that have actually come out and said, a la Minerva ni la casa la conocen. Exactly. But let me tell you, it's so funny. Guys, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys. No sense that you're going to get a teacher or a classified worker and say, you know what? Leave your children at home. Come on to campus. Come and do on campus what you probably can do at home anyway. What's the rush? Now, if you're going to have people that are going to be out there cleaning, disinfecting, you got a maintenance crew, and bring them on. You do not have to have the teacher in the classroom to do that, Tim.
My question is, are they going to get every employee that goes back tested so they can make sure that everything's safe environment, and then disinfect everything that's already been contaminated? Because they went down and disinfected everything, and then they keep on going back to work, contaminate the area. It just goes round and round.
Well, again, I don't think they even know what measures they're going to instill. But of course, they say it's a facility. And yeah, we need to go back to normal. But really, I'm sorry, John. I don't think there's going to be a normal for a long, long, long time. Why rush it? Slow down. Let's slow down. Let's bring up the businesses. Let's bring up the businesses that are halfway safe enough to bring. And again, I know John's comment is in regards to, well, there haven't been enough deaths. I'm sorry. I'll go back to what the Judge Trevino said. One death is too many.
Right.
I mean, even if it's one, guys, it's just one too many. And again, I appreciate Judge Trevino. Judge Trevino has made it very clear that, these deaths, I think we're at 14 here in Cameron County, Frankie. These deaths have weighed heavily on him. And I believe the man, I believe.
And Erasmo, if I can make an argument, Erasmo, we talk about natural disasters, and we remember President Bush, going through 9/11 and then Katrina. Judge Eddie Trevino, this is something unprecedented. Did I say it right? Unprecedented. It sounds really funny. It's out of the norm for a sitting county judge to be at the helm of a pandemic in his county. We're talking about 14 deaths. Let's try and again, death unfortunately happens every day, but something of this magnitude happening worldwide and then affecting our region, our county. This is something unheard of. So just imagine the man, Erasmo, Tim. Just imagine how he feels. Again, hats off to him, his team, and our mayor, Mr. Mendez. They wake up, with their mind racing. And then again, what I want to stress is we have a judge who has never happened to someone before in our area ever. Have 14 deaths under his watch. And what is he telling us? Stay home, guys. Wear a mask, guys. Don't huddle up, guys. No more than 10 people. Tim, what did we see BISD do today? We saw them defy the county judge's orders.
No social distancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very serious. 14 deaths in Cameron County, one too many. That's my problem. Judge Eddie Trevino and Mayor Mendez wake up day in and day out with the fear of knowing, oh, crap, do I have to get in a press conference today? How many deaths are on my count? And then for us to take a picture with 10 people? Come on, guys. Think
Frankie,
about it. Roll your roll a little bit.
Frankie, I have a question. As of right now, has our superintendent met with Eddie Trevino or Trey Mendez?
Well, I'll answer that. Actually, I know for a fact that our Judge Trevino has reached out to not only to the superintendent, but to every superintendent in the county. And I'm sure that they have conference calls ready. I did notice that in the first meeting, the superintendent from BISD was absent, was not present. And Trevino made it appear that he had gone out there and actually invited him in. Let me say something, guys. Look, Mayor Mendez and I consider him a friend. We have been friends for a while, and people may say, "Oh, well, because he's your friend, you're out there, Mayor Mendez." But let me tell you, me and Judge Trevino have not always been on the same side of things. Actually, we've discussed, we've had our discussions, we've had our little fights. We're not close friends. We're not close friends. But let me tell you. And since this pandemic started, I have been the first one out publicly saying what a great job he's done. And I've told him when, at our one of the press conferences I was at, and I remind him via text when I speak with him, what a great job he has done. And it's not kissing his ass. He knows it's not. It's just you applaud individuals who are doing a great job, and you call out individuals who are doing a horrible job. It's very simple, guys. The corrupt school board at BISD is doing a horrible job. And they're always on the defensive. The superintendent has done a horrible, horrible, horrible job. And again, I'm waiting for them to start doing a good job. So, it's like, please give me something so I can say, hey, man,
applaud.
Great job. Great job. And it's just not there, folks. Earthwind, they can't even give a good stipend. Guys, they can't. And I don't know if teachers have received it yet. My bet is they probably have not. Let me tell you, San Benito voted on Tuesday to give their staff, everyone, $500 stipend.
They get it already?
They got it in 2 days.
Wow.
2 days, folks.
Not
here, a $100 stipend per month, and before taxes. and if unless I'm completely wrong, but they haven't received anything. Guys, come on, folks. I mean, it's not rocket science out there, guys. It's just doing the right thing. Why is doing the right thing so hard? As long as there's no vaccine, we are not safe. And Leticia is correct. As long as there is no vaccine, people are not safe. You open the beaches and classify it as essential. Can't open the barbershops. Let me tell you personally, I'd like a little haircut here and there, Justin. I understand the closeness in regards to it. I don't know if a lot of our barbershops are prepared in order to examine and test a lot of individuals. That's something that has to be tested. I know for a fact that a lot of the barbershops that open up in Georgia and a lot of the beauty salons have opted not to open because they are concerned in regards to the safety. Again, some have doing it because they basically they don't know how they're going to pay the rent. The problem is that most cases start giving up something big once and worse happens. Good. So it's safe for all the people working at the grocery stores. Well, let me tell you, it's not safe for anyone out there. It's safe for all the people working at the fast food restaurants. It's not safe for anyone. The convenience stores, there are more people currently working at jobs that those are my cats that put them all more at risk. Teachers going to schools with no students. Again, John, the issue is schools are closed. Schools are closed according to the mandate of the governor. But more importantly to me, because the city commission and the mayor of the city of Brownsville, they placed an order. Let's follow the order. Let's end the school year now. No going back to campuses. It is sheer rebellion. It is non-respect of authority. And if you're not going to respect authority, then we have anarchy. We have chaos. And let me tell you, the city of Brownsville, we cannot afford that. I mean, unless you're going to be protesting something that is completely unreasonable, there's no need, no reason to have teachers back in the classroom by themselves alone when they could be at home with their family and with their children doing exactly the same amount of work that they would be doing in a lone classroom. Again, the mandate's already there. We need to act upon it. And the beaches will open tomorrow. Albert Candela for president? No! How about a barbershop in HEB or Walmart? Hey, that's an option, but I think that Michael Rodriguez would get pretty upset and start shutting it down like he shut down the jewelry store up at Walmart, up at in Los Fresnos. Walmart HEB, where I've gone full of people everywhere. And I agree with Lups. I agree with Lups. There's just too many people out there. They are everywhere, but the teachers are getting paid, so let them go to work. They're working at home, John. They are working at home.
Not hours.
I'm sorry. There's no amount of work that they could do now that supersedes the work that they've done for the past 7 months while they've been there. Teachers have kids who attend the same school where they teach. Where are the children? Gabriela, that's part of the argument. And you know what bothers me, Gabriela, is that some of the teachers who don't have children, or some of the teachers who have a spouse that can take care of their kids at home, are they going like, "No, it's okay. We'll go into the classroom." And I understand that people want to get out of home, get away from home. I mean, I understand that completely. I went to go get my yogurt this evening and do a little exercise on my scooter. I understand it completely, guys. But because it's not right for one teacher, there should be some form of solidarity. And all teachers out there should start saying, "Hey, hombre, I mean, I'm okay, pero hey, my colleague out there, let me join them in saying, hey, guys, it's not a great idea. It's not the best thing to do." Tim, what do you have to say about Drew Brown?
You want me to say what happened? I've been volunteering. I taught for 35 years. Always taught my students to go out there, do their civic duties, to volunteer, to vote, get involved with community involvement. I've been volunteering for years, but last 3 weeks I've been volunteering at Pace and to help the cafeteria workers serve the meals to our students, and also the bus drivers. Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday during lunchtime, Drew showed up.
La Drew!
La Drew showed up, and she came straight to me and asked me a couple of questions. If I was if I was approved to be a volunteer, which of course she is. If I was certified for what? Food handling. I said I'm not preparing the food. We're just giving the food. And then she asked me to if she could take a picture. I wasn't wearing my mask, my apron, my gloves, and I thought, wow, she's going to honor volunteers for National
Volunteer week.
Public School
On
Week. Yeah,
National Volunteer Week.
exactly. Well, to no avail. 2 hours later, I get a phone call from BISD, and they tell me, "Thank you, but no, thank you. We don't need you to go back." And that was the same thing that the other when Drew was there talking to me, she only spoke to me and nobody else. She didn't acknowledge anybody. She didn't acknowledge the cafeteria workers. She didn't acknowledge the bus drivers. It was just me. As a matter of fact, they commented and said, "Hey, what's up with her? Why was just you?" I was targeted. That's when I felt belittled. I'm like, "Oh my lord!" So I told the person that called me. They were very apologetic, and I told them that's coming from Drew Brown, and it is what it is. But you would figure that being a public servant, you would welcome volunteers and say, "Yes, thank you. God bless you. Keep on." But no, not for Drew. Eddie
Well,
was there. Eddie Garcia went those 3 weeks. Philip Cowan, there was no problem. Drew shows up that one time in 3 weeks, straight to me and left. There was a problem.
well, the problem with Drew, I've heard it from a lot of individuals out there. They're so disappointed in Drew because they expected Drew because she had been, an educator, had been at BIC for a long time. People thought that she was going to go out there and be a cheerleader for staff, for personnel, to help out. She hates everyone out there.
She's a
Every
senior for the superintendent.
she has could not say a decent word about anyone out there that was not one of her little girls that was having lunch with her on Fridays.
Right.
Everybody else, I mean, all the way from the BISD attorney, everybody else that worked at BISD was doing a horrible job, according to her. And again,
it's disheartening. It really is.
I mean, I expected it. I expected it because I had little faith. I had an ounce of faith before the election. After we were elected and were part of it, when I saw her relationship with Sylvia, I said, forget it. I mean, this person is just a tool. She was a tool. The BIC superintendent can't even speak, Justin, can't even speak English. That the sad part is he doesn't know how to dress either. He doesn't. And again, he has a lot of trouble in regards to a lot of the Spanish, and we are a prevalent Hispanic community. God take the wheel, amen. Mary, preach, pray for those people, and Erasmo should be appointed in Minero's position. Yeah, and I need your help, man, and I definitely will need your help. I need a haircut, John. Yeah, you need more than a haircut, bro. I love you. Hey, invite me over for some barbecue, bro. I'm still waiting. Now that everything's calming down. Someone at Amphil tested positive this week. Yes, again, we have been saying this for a while, and I actually got a little bit of blowback from my friend. And again, I have friends out there at Amphil. I get a little bit of blowback, like, why are you saying? I said, wait a minute, guys. I'm just asking the question. But yes, a couple weeks back, we did get the notification. We did get the notice that that Amphil had one positive. And I said, that doesn't sound right. We had heard that there was more than one. And then this week, actually, I think it was yesterday or today, Frankie, the letter came out, and the letter as to confirm that it was number 2 positive. And again, one of the complaints about a lot of the employees out there is that, there isn't proper PPP. There isn't a separation, a certain level of separation. And again, I've shared my concerns with a lot of individuals here in Brownsville and also in the county. I've shared my concerns with a lot of individuals, especially people here in the county. And I've said, guys, we have to make sure that we are actually providing the proper wear for these individuals. Again, one tested positive out there at Amphil. One is too many, guys. Another one tested positive again today. But yes, Gisela, you're completely correct. Now, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Amphos concerns me. Maximus concerns me. Southwestern Keys, CHL in Los Fresnos, Every one of these groups, Southwestern Keys downtown, all of them, they concern me. Again, there was a post. There's a certain page out there. It's called Checkpoints, or I don't know what it is. But they put out a post yesterday in regards. Again, I'm not confirming or denying, but it was a post concerning one of the Walmarts here in Brownsville. And I'm telling you, folks, as that those posts are placed up there. It is alarming. It is concerning. You start to see a lot of weird little movement. You see that people are going into the gardening section. You see like police officers there, and you start to wonder what's going on. And again, we have not been able to confirm that there's an issue at Walmart here, but we have not been able to confirm. But again, a lot of the signs that are there, I mean, I'm hoping that what they're doing is being extra precautious. I'm hoping that that's the case, guys. I really am hoping that's the case. But let me tell you guys, we cannot afford to have in the city of Brownsville what the city of Harlingen has experienced, guys, in no way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. And the city of Harlingen has become an epicenter for Cameron County in regards to the positives. Again, guys, we're not making these, 14 deaths, Frankie? 14?
Or 14 in Cameron, yes, sir.
We're not making these 14 deaths up, guys. I mean, we're not making. My wife's a teacher. I know what they are doing. I know she is, and I'm still waiting for that invitation for some barbecue, my man. Alcadela, just kidding, brother. Thank you, Erasmo. We are working at home. Exactly. Stay at home. Let them work at home. The mayor has given an order, and the city commission end the school year. Pero no, tercos. They had a meeting yesterday. We put up the notes this morning. Had a meeting yesterday. They're tercos. They're adamant. They desperately. Police chase with Border Patrol southmost area. If anyone has any details, please let us know. Thank you for sending that in, my man. They had a meeting yesterday. We put out the notes out today in regards to Susie say. Let me say this, because this comes from the notes. Dr. Trevino indicated to begin creating the lists of students that will be needing summer school. Listen, if students are submitting assignments, then the work is for improvement of grades. And I make mention of that because we've already posted the video, guys. I'm getting tired of parents being told that they're going to get zeros on their grade. They're probably going to fail because they didn't turn in assignments. That is not what this says. If they are failing, listen to what it says, guys. If they are failing, not submitting any work, o sea, no están haciendo nada, they should fail. How long have we been saying it, Frankie?
3 weeks.
A month?
3-4 weeks.
We've been saying it for a month now, I think, guys. If your child was passing, they will pass. If they were failing and this worked right now and there's a chance for them to make it, they have to do the work in order to be able to pass. If not, then they're going to fail. So what they've said is now if they're failing, not submitting any work, and you're not able to locate the student, you will post an incomplete. Now they're adding the incomplete part that they never mentioned before. Again, I'm okay with it. Students will be on the list for summer school. And again, summer school is going to be distant learning. Are we ready for summer school? No way. There's no way. It's impossible. We're not ready to finish the year. We're not ready for summer school. Again, guys, what has to happen is this needs to end for the individuals who are going to need those extra little points in order to push them across and to pass them. Work with those kids, guys. And again, we have students that are seniors that fall under a different realm altogether. When they have asked in regards to the AP testing, in regards to the other letters that they're going to need, in regards to recommendations for going into college, I tell them the same thing. Talk to your teacher, talk to your counselor to see what it is that you need to do. And I know for a fact, I've talked to principals out there at the high schools. They're doing a heck of a job trying to get ready for their seniors to pass on over to the other side, which is college.
And I just got a text right now from one of my friends as an administrator here at BISD. Can I read it? It says, yeah. The district needs to be clear on the grading procedure. This is an administrator. Lots of teachers in certain campuses not sure if they need to put an incomplete or a blank. And what if a student tells the teacher that they will not do their work? What's the consequences? Nothing. So why are some principals still trying to do t-tests, which is crazy for some teachers? If you can't hold the student that does not have the means to do the work accountable, how can you hold the teachers accountable? Some teachers are the ones working, and you want to remedy with $100, which is really about $70, and that as of today is not in their bank account.
It's crazy. John, you make a mention, and she wants to go back to school again. John, if teachers can, and and me and I know John personally. I love John. I love his family. We're great friends, and I know the circumstances. What's unfortunate, John, is that other teachers are not in the same circumstance as your wife. And again, I know your wife. I know the kids are a little bit older. They're in different circumstances. Now, if teachers want to voluntarily go, that's different from principals and administrators saying it's voluntary and we are already making the list, because that's what's happening, folks. And that's what's happening. That's what voluntary means to them. Now, if any teacher wants to go back, I mean, the doors are open. Go ahead and go take care of your classroom. I mean, work from out of your classroom or wherever other assignment. As long as you maintain the social distancing, everything's going to be okay. But not every teacher is in that situation. Teachers are doing more work now. Parents have no idea how much. And Elizabeth is correct. We have to appreciate. Now, in regards to what Tim just shared in regards to the text, it's just very true. It's been very confusing in regards to the grading system because they keep on changing their damn minds. And it's like, if we say something that makes sense, it's automatically they're going to have to try and do something else. They never talked about incompletes until now. They never talked about incompletes until they had that town hall meeting with Mike Maroth. That's the first time that they had that. They mentioned the incompletes, and everyone was looking at each other going like, incomplete what? And now they have to fit it into the narrative because the superintendent opened his mouth without realizing or knowing that no one had discussed that at all. And again, it's his prerogative to choose and to decide, pero tiene a todos los demás como gallinas descabezadas. Everyone's going like crazy. And let me tell you, the non-uniformity in regards to a lot of the message that is being sent out, because one principal up here at North Bronzeville is telling their teacher something. Another teacher down southmost is telling their teacher something. Another one over here, para Las Prietas, is teaching. They're telling their teacher something. Another one over here by East Texas is telling their teacher something. And it's all a cluster. A cluster. Because it's a mess. Because there's no uniformity. There's no seriousness. There's no one that has an ounce of leadership to guide individuals where they're supposed to go. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess.
BISD asked for a waiver for the T-test, and there it is. They don't have to do the T-test for the teachers, but some principals, por los suyos, they want to do it.
It's crazy. Summer school is not wise at the moment. Yeah, it isn't. Right now, this is summer school, guys. Let's look, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves, and everyone out there that's kissing the BISD rear end. Let's be honest with ourselves. We've already been told that if they were passing before spring break, they will pass. That this is just the truth, guys. This comes from you all. The assignments will not affect the students. Am I wrong, Frankie? Am I wrong?
No, that is correct. And there's been so much misinformation that it's kind of hard to understand what's going on.
Very simple. So we've already been, listen, guys, we've already been told the assignments will not go against the students at all. I mean, if they don't do an ounce of assignments, and again, and I'm not saying for students not to do the assignments. I've been very consistent, and students have asked me and parents have asked me, and I've always said the same thing, out of respect for your teacher. What else are you going to do? Exercise your brain, do the damn work. But if it gets to a point where it becomes so stressful that you cannot do it, don't do it. If you got 3, 4, 5 siblings, one parent at home, guys, don't stress yourselves out. Again, listen to what I'm saying. We've already determined that spring break, that's the marker. Spring break's the marker. Anything after spring break, if you are passing, you're going to be okay. If you are failing, then the assignments are going to help you in order to pass. What do you call that, Frankie? Anybody? I'll tell you. You call that summer school. That's what you call it, guys. I mean, anyone out there, please tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, you weren't passing up to this point. Well, the assignments that we give you this here that they've been giving out in packets and dojos and on whatever Zoom, whatever little platform you have, those assignments are going to help you to pass the year. You know what I call that? I call that summer school. But you know why they're so adamant about having summer school? It's because of the money, folks. It's because of the extra funds that come in for summer school, guys. That's all it is. So again, guys, Yada, you're right. Summer school is not a wise because this is summer school, folks. This is summer school. And they could bring up any of the TEA recommendations or anything else that they brought up out there. It's not going to happen. It's not a wise move, guys.
Erasmo, and in regards to the high school students, what's going to happen to their rankings if, for whatever reason, let's say that they get an incomplete? How is that going to affect, their standings into the next year? You could tell, guys, Tim, that there has been no thought process whatsoever in regards to this. It seems, Erasmo, like they just reached into a hat and pulled it out and said, "Hey, look, here's the eye that we need." There's no direction. Again, we understand that this is something that nobody's dealt with, but you would think that people with doctorates, master's degree would have a little more brain in regards to this.
Right. Then you have your students with no credit. They pass the class, but they have no credit because of excessive absences. TEA has already said, you know what, just pass them. But they're adamant about having them repeat the class. Not good.
Again, IDEA found a way to evaluate teachers using a combination of last year's data with these teachers wanted it because we have performance pay ties into the evaluation. And let me tell you guys, and again, and they were going like, oh, you're being anti-BISD. I'm not being anti-BISD. It's just BISD has made a misstep after misstep after misstep. And let me tell you, they've made IDEA shine. If anyone out here has made IDEA look great, it has been BISD themselves. They have made it look amazing.
Unfortunately,
we just got new numbers.
We'll wait a little bit. We'll come out with the numbers in a little bit. Hold on, hold on. Before we go into the numbers, the superintendent told principals he was going to send complete details of the soft opening so everyone would be on the same page. And here we are, guys. Here we are. The employees have not been given details. Nothing. So he continues to let the inequality happen because some principals take it upon themselves. And that's the problem, guys, because some principals are already, this is the way it's going to be. Another principal saying this is the way it's going to be. And let me tell you guys, if any teacher out there goes, well, I'm concerned about my health. And the first things that they're going to say, oh, so you don't care about students?
Yep.
Oh, so you're not a team player? Oh, so, let me take it into consideration. And you know what? And what's going to happen is, okay, we're already going to lose like 2,000 students, 2,000 to 3,000 students, guys, easily. 2,000 to 3,000 students we're going to lose. Mark my word, we're going to lose these students. So, we don't need that many teachers here anymore because we've lost students and you weren't a team player. You don't care about the kids. So we're going to put you in a pool and we're going to send you off to wherever they're going to think. And there's going to be, as Maria says, there's going to be retaliation and there's going to be harassment.
And that happens.
And anyone that has been with the district long enough knows that, I'm not talking out of my butthole.
No, you're not. You're not.
It happens. Structure is definitely not working. Again, Jubilee is flowing well because they opted to close, and to start focusing on next year is exactly what we're going to do. Juan, I'm not exactly understanding. Teacher will finalize the verified grades for 5 6 weeks. Again, not everyone has been told the same thing. That is the issue. I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I appreciate it. But try to explain a little bit more because I'm not that smart. How about if you have a kid with with disabilities and they gave a packet? Work as well as you can. Use the material as an educational tool, but don't stress about it, medium. Not in any way, shape, or form. Your health and your sanity and your children's health and sanity is 1,000,000 times more important than a stupid packet that's not going to make a difference in a student who is already passing, folks. It's not. BISD employees don't have a choice. They are obligated to go, not voluntary, and that is the truth.
And you know what?
Voluntary is not voluntary, folks.
Yeah. The worst part is our classified. Our classified secretaries, monitors, the maintenance, those people are not protected. And they're at will. So they can get fired on the spot. They have no choice.
The superintendent is not elected. The board is the one that ultimately decides if if he stays or if he goes. So again, guys, the only way to rein in the superintendent this November is going to be to completely change the board, and we have 5 seats coming up. They say that if the staff don't show up, they will get a write up. So what choice are they giving them? Absolutely nothing. There's no choice because, guys, and I mentioned this to a friend of mine who's an educator at BISD. I mentioned, I'm sorry, my brother, I love you to death, a friend of mine, but voluntary is not voluntary at BISD, guys. There's absolutely no way, shape, or form that is true. At BISD making idea look awesome. Why should your children go to BISD? The BISD board doesn't care for the students. Let me tell you guys, these people on this board absolutely do not give a rat's behind about the students or the welfare and security and the well-being of our teachers and staff. They don't. They are more concerned with their stupid election than anything other. They're more concerned. I mean, up to this date, Marco, and I'm sorry that you do. And again, many other individuals share the same thing. 25 years, I've seen it all behind the scenes, and it's very true, Albert. Tina needs a haircut. Yeah, so does Frankie. So do I, actually. If the superintendent is not elected, why is he making more money than an elected board member? They should make the same amount. The board make money by Sylvia way, by taking money from vendors and from undercover federal agents. They make a lot of money. That's from the letter sent to parents. Yes, again, I understand that for me. The problem is that when we get information in regards, and again, we posted the information, a video clip from the board meeting where it was specifically mentioned that the grades were not going to affect. Why are they constantly changing the game? Is the pool going to open tomorrow? Absolutely not. So can we go to the beach and take a walk? Yes, Rudy, go to the beach, take a walk. Invite me to go with you, please. Who should run to make BIC the best again, guys? Well, I know for sure this guy. Can Abbott do anything to this ridiculous BISD people? Actually, Zenaida, the mayor and the city commission, and again, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but it's going to come out to see a pissing contest. And I mention this because Laura and little Eddie with Minerva are adamant that they are desperately pushing the superintendent and administration to have a graduation. Guys, it's inconceivable to have a graduation. It's inconceivable. I mean, the only districts that have showed any form of leadership are Los Fresnos and Harlingen, San Benito even, in regards to preparing the way. Harlingen is having a virtual graduation, guys. They are proactive. Laurita and little Eddie, who can see eye to eye with each other because they're chaparritos. Laurita and little Eddie, as they are adamant that they are desperate to have a graduation because they want to have that PR moment because of their election, and little Minerva también, their election. They don't give a rat's ass about the students or the parents or what's going on around us. Guys, again, we have an epicenter in our backyard with Harlingen. We have 2 nursing homes that have exploded with cases who have in themselves contaminated and brought community individuals by getting their family members as they're also suffering from it, guys. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. The numbers are there. And we're going to go over the Cameron County numbers before we end today, guys. The numbers are there. And we are at risk in the city of Brownsville. And I mean, I'm not joking. If that post on that page in regards to Walmart turns out to be true, it's going to be a disaster, guys. A disaster.
And one thing, Erasmo, if I could go back very quickly in regards to graduation, end of the year. BISD had mentioned that summer school is going to start June the 1st and it's going to run through the 15th, but yet the final report cards will be mailed on June the 8th, which makes no sense. So, the parents won't know whether their son or daughter is going to need summer school until a week into it. So again, we have no direction, no leadership from this administration, which is mind blowing.
Well, again, guys, look, guys, I'm all for graduation. I went to all 9 of the graduations last year. Guys, I'm all for graduation. I'm all for celebrating our students. But look, guys, life throws us curveballs, guys. It throws us curveballs. Man up, and teach your children a lesson that we're not always going to get things come to us as we plan them. Sometimes life brings us this little curveball, and you have to go with the flow. Ni modo, guys. It is what it is. But let me tell you, it would be irresponsible to have a large event when we're not even having concerts. We're not even having sports activities yet because they're thinking ahead. Look at Major League baseball and football that's having the draft in these days. I mean, they're planning for September. They're taking plans for September in order to have their football game. And look at it. And they're already mentioning that they're not going to have any fans in the stands, guys. Or maybe fans very separated. Maybe. But they're planning on starting football season with no fans in the stands. That actually almost rhymes. No fans in the stands. No fans in the stands. Fans in the stands. No fans in the stands. Guys, but we're talking about in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks to have graduation where you're going to have thousands of people in attendance at Sam Stadium, guys. I mean, come on, guys. We need to start talking seriously about these things. Guys, it's not going to happen.
Erasmo, if I may interject, Frankie, our son is a senior at Hannah. He's ready to graduate. We sat down, we talked to him. We said, you know what? It is what it is. It's a sign of the times. We'll play Pops and Circumstances in the backyard. We'll invite grandma and grandpa, both sides, and we'll have less than 10 people. We'll have your little graduation. You'll have your cap and gown. We'll take pictures. We barbecue, and we're all good. But under 10 people.
Yeah,
he understands. He's ready to move on to the next phase of life.
You have to roll on with the circumstances that are sent your way. And again, once elected, board members shouldn't serve more than 2 terms. I don't think that they should serve more than 2 terms. 2 terms is enough. And if they haven't cut it, they haven't cut the mustard, get rid of them after the first. And let me tell you, you will have that opportunity, guys. No, they'll have idea of who needs. No, they'll have idea of who needs to attend. I'm not understanding the comment, Ryan. I'm sorry. It's been a lot of comments, Ryan. So if you can explain, I appreciate it. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Any feedback on back to school? No, they haven't even started a back to school. That's part of the issue. Well, thanks. Okay, but I would like for them to have one later at time, and that's an option, Rudy. I mean, that is an option. But again, take into consideration, Rudy, that if you want to plan a graduation in August, September, most of the students aren't going to be here anymore. You're talking about a lot of our students out there, especially look, and don't take me wrong, guys. Don't take me in the wrong way. But look the graduation is great for everyone, but the ones that really shine in graduation are like the valedictorian, the salutatorian, the top 5, the top 10, the guy, all these guys with all these little ribbons and stuff. Am I wrong? Those are the ones that get, they make a big fanfaria for. Those guys are already going to be in college in August and September. They're going to be going out. And again, we don't even know what college is even going to look like in September, But again, you will not have all the people out there. So what's going to happen, it's going to be worse for them. This is where the board and the superintendent need to think. If they have a graduation in August, September, and you have 25, 50% of the people not show because they're gone or away or doing something other, it's going to be a mess. People are going to be very, very pissed that some people got to graduate and their son, their daughter didn't get to graduate. So again, more power to them. Frankie, have we peaked at this Rona? Absolutely, positively, no. You the GOAT, Jason Alcázar. Trinidad, you're the GOAT. Thank you, guys. I love y'all, guys. Hola, hola, señor cock. Señor cock. Cock-a-doodle-doo. It actually has a rooster as a picture. Nope. Thank you, Frankie, for answering that. When is Boca Chica? Shoot, I lost it. When is Boca Chica going to open? I think that's the question. Tonight at 12:01. It is going to be open. Well, in the morning. But as of tonight, on term limits and the Minerva dynasty, Minerva is an idiot. Minerva should have been 10 more infected. Yes, Francisco. And we're going to go into the numbers. Frankie, the numbers say what, Frankie?
We just got new numbers, guys. We got 10 additional positives for Cameron County, bringing our total up to 354. We had one female from Brownsville, age 34, which was a community spread. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from Harlingen, one from Rio Hondo, and one from San Benito. So bringing our total to 354, leading the way as Hidalgo County has 299 as of right now. So again, we have yet to peak. We are seeing a steady increase in numbers rising. And one thing, guys, that I do want to mention, Cisneros was the one that asked me about the peak, if I'm not mistaken. We're not even close.
No.
If you go to Dr. Eder Hernandez's page, he posted today, if I'm not mistaken, he said, hey, I got some more positives today that I'm going to give today and maybe even tomorrow. So again, guys, we're not in the clear. This is something that unfortunately we have to get used to for the next couple months, unfortunately. So no, we're not at our peak. Start thinking more late May, early June.
Again, guys, if you look at the numbers, I don't know if Frankie, can you put a little picture of the numbers up?
Sure.
Okay, guys, if you look at the numbers are very telling in that they are not showing what I fear is should be known immediately. And first of all, I think that we're going to find out that there's going to be maybe one or maybe more deaths on there. And what really I want us to focus on is this, guys. If you look well on this chart, you'll see Harlingen again. And again, focus on Harlingen, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases. There's only one 81-year-old and one 67-year-old on here that might be associated with a Veranda nursing home as in regards to residents of the Veranda nursing home. The rest, the 34, 38, 33, 37, 42, these are individuals that I will bet my bottom dollar are individuals that are family members of the individuals who were working there or staff that was working there, folks. There's a 44-year-old and a 48-year-old one from Rio Hondo, one from San Benito. I'm daring to say that they're part of that group as well. Guys, that does not bode well for Harlingen, folks. That does not bode well. And I made this comment in the morning, and I'm going to say this again before I go into Ryan's clarification. Guys, Harlingen is, in my guesstimation, the epicenter of Cameron County. The epicenter in regards to cases, guys. In regards to cases, Harlingen, Texas. Harlingen in the school district. The school district has done a phenomenal job. And the Cavazos, Dr. Cavazos, in Harlingen, guys, phenomenal job. Has been out there once, twice a week, giving his reports, motivating the students. He's been out there, guys. We have had nothing, no leadership whatsoever. Zip, zero. Ryan, the teachers will have an idea which students need to attend summer school. And again, that's not the case here at BISD. It's not the case because we are weeks behind idea. And Ryan, and tell me if I'm wrong. You see it from that aspect. Is BISD 2-3 weeks behind idea or behind any other district in our area? Come on, guys. It's just facts. Preach. Thank you. Let's see. Erasmo, bro, we need to take a picture so you can be my profile pic. You're a goat. Samantha, you're a goat. You tell me when to take a picture with you. I love pictures. What area is the Brownsville one from? Not sure. We don't know, but it is a community case. And I'm going to bet again, guys. I'm going to get that it has to do something with some of those posts that we've seen online. Again, that's my take. El queso para board member. Preach, brother. I'm going to need your help. On a happy note for me, I was tested this week and negative was my result. Good job, Albert. Congratulations. Say hi to your brother for me, my man. We're not out of the woods yet. The numbers are going to climb. Margie is correct. I think that the numbers that Eder mentioned today and tomorrow or the previous day are not reflective in regards to the numbers that have been showing up in Brownsville. Tomorrow, we should get a surprise tomorrow. If not tomorrow, on Monday, we are going to get a big surprise. Erasmo, bro, we need to take a picture. Yes. Let me know when, Samantha. I love you. I think every single student should pass to the next level for all this mess. No. If students were poop sticks, and I'll say it that way, poop sticks the whole year, they should not pass. As easy as that. I don't think that students should pass. If a student was a poop stick from September of last year all the way to spring break, they should fail. And no summer school. Bórrale, mijo. Impossible. If there's no way for them to have if there's no possible way for a student to have graduated if we had these last 5-6 weeks or summer school, they should fail 100%. That's my take. So school should ignore the first half of the year. No, not at all. Again, that's why if you're answering Mike, if it's mine, they should take all the grades up to. And I'm sure he's not responding to me because we're on the. What is the idea of doing better than BISD? Just curious. I'm always the last one to hear that the cheese me. I think Ryan can help us out, but I'll tell you my part. They were very proactive in regards to taking steps forward. They stopped having students come pick up food. They started preparing for summer school and started preparing for next school year weeks ago. And that in itself there's a lot. I don't know if Ryan can fill in this more spaces, what else they've done, but that's what I've seen a la larga. Gutierrez hides behind the deputy superintendents. Fire Gutierrez hashtag 100%. I just want to say thank you, nurses and doctors, for all you've done for people sick. And my biggest respect, again, yes. Dr. Eder Hernandez has been amazing. Dr. Serdan out of Harlingen has been great. Dr. Zamir here in Brownsville. Again, Dr. Jana Garza up in Houston. And again, every other medical professional. And I mentioned those because those have actually been here with us. Ryan's going to help us out with that. No Boca Chica is closed this week due to SpaceX. I'm not sure. Frankie, could you check on that?
Listening to Judge Trevino, he did say that they're going to be working at night, SpaceX, to give the people some leeway to go to the beach. So my understanding is it will be open. SpaceX will be working at night, so the people will be able to come and go freely.
Perfect. Awesome. That is true. Thank you, Trinidad. I love you. Susie, yo salí negativa para el Rona, pero positivo para sexiness. You are very sexy, Rudy. I will give you that. Hey, man. Again, I applaud and I cheer for truth. And see, you're pretty sexy, my man. Good job. No, I am seeing about the Walmart case. 1 week ago, went to buy essential. One employee coughed right next to us with not even trying to cover her mouth nor the face mask. Again, we're going to have a problem, guys. And again, John is right about the Walmart people. And Michael Rodriguez was very right about the Walmart people. Agree 100% with that. Leticia, I appreciate you. I love you. I still say it might be January before we my take, late June, early July. That's when we're going to peak and start to plateau. That's my guesstimation. They strongly suggest that low-performing students should not be an idea. I'm not sure. Again, Ryan will answer that. I reread that one. All these COVID-19 issues do not change the fact that Jean-Claude Van Damme came out in the movie Break in 1984. And let me tell you, he did a fantastic, amazing job. Let me tell you, no one can do a split like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Well, maybe me. Do you have on hand the active case in Brownsville, not including the ones which have recovered? We're over 100.
109 with today's 109.
109 with today's. Thank you. Is idea having to come into work to close the year? Again, Ryan can answer that for us. Ryan, can you help me out with that? Perfect and on point. Appreciate you, Ryan. And any other information would be greatly appreciated. I've seen Frankie outside on the podcast, and no mosquitoes have bothered him. The guy has natural repellent. Jimmy, my man, Jimmy. I love Jimmy. Jimmy, we love you, Jimmy. And I love
Bubba's Jimmy.
And I love me some Port Isabel, Jimmy. I'm gonna go to the beach tomorrow. Please come out with me. I love you, Jimmy. Ryan, let me know if you want to come out this next week. SpaceX sucks. Yeah, I agree. But is it true that Erasmo said I said the poop.
Don't repeat it.
I'm not gonna repeat it. You almost caught me to that.
Just say TP.
It's just to pick up our stuff. Thank you, Ryan. We will have our professional development virtually at the end of the year too. Again, amazing, guys. CDC said second wave of Rona will be worse. They haven't said that. Ryan, you're invited. It's just not nurses and doctors. It's respiratory therapists, radiologists. Yes, and Leticia, thank you to all my medical professionals out there. My sister is a nurse. I didn't call out the nurses because in regards to the medical, I refer to anyone. And I know she knows, y'all know, I love y'all, man. I worship the ground that y'all walk on. Jason, Becky, hot. From this opening is going to get worse. Could that be true? I think we haven't got to see our worst yet. Salir negativo del test, lo malo también salir negativo de mi bank account. ¡Francisco! No te ayudó, papi Trump. Francisco, Jimmy. Ryan, Monday at 9 p.m. Ryan, Frankie, reach out to Ryan, please.
Yes, sir.
When is the Merc coming? The Merc's coming as soon as I get my second Puppy Trump check. But I'm going to get T-shirts, guys. I was planning to do the face mask as Merc, but the problem is that I'm going to think that as soon the face masks are going to be done and over with, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see what happens again. We're playing it by ear, guys. We'll see what happens in these next 2 weeks, pero we'll see what happens. Hasta apenas nos bajaron las horas en el trabajo. Trinidad, I love y'all. Frankie, is there anything else that we're going to cover today?
No, guys, that's it. Just in closing, in regards to the county, Judge Trevino did allow for us to go out fishing. So all our fishermen, all our guides out there, enjoy the water, be safe, practice social distancing. Again, let's try our best to not cause this to get any worse. And in regards to BISD, guys, I just want to remind you, since the inception of this, Brownsville Talk has been at the forefront of this. It took the school district 3 and 4 weeks just to have a simulated town hall in which they only answered 4, maybe 5 questions that we had. It's been since December, 4 or 5 months that they have yet to respond to the allegations of a sitting board member taking an alleged bribe from an undercover agent. What does that tell us about this school district, guys? Again, they don't know what to do. They haven't been prepared, and they haven't been looking out for our best interests. Again, teachers, we make this plea to y'all. Remember this in November. Remember about those people that made you question your time, that you have to show proof. Where's those $100 that they promised you? Do you want to go back May 4th? Do you feel that they have the best interest for you and your family? Remember that, guys. November 2020. We need you guys to come and vote. Let your voice be heard. We need them out. Have a good night.
Before I go to Tim, I will say they did ease off the restriction in regards to people in the vehicle. No more 2. You could have people in the vehicle as long as everyone in the vehicle has a face mask. So that restriction was also lifted. The beaches, the fishing, it's all good. As the churches, again, as well, it was restricted. They do ask that we maintain the guidelines. And I make mention of that because it has been a question that people have been asking. Again, it's eased off in regards to the tension. Anybody else has any more questions in regards to the restrictions, please go onto Frankie's page. Frankie has the information up there. And again, we'll be posting. And again, I can't post because I'm still in Facebook jail. But very fortunate that we still can do the lives on our backup page, and also that Frankie is doing a lot of our posting for us. So again, reach out to Frankie. Again, folks, 9 p.m., 9 a.m., come on to the YouTube channel, subscribe, get your family, friends also to subscribe, please. Tim, any last words, Tim?
Yes, I agree with Frankie about the board. Public servants, no, I don't think so. They're not public servants. They're there to serve themselves. We need to vote November, vote them out, get a new board there. Also, the board is practicing social distancing from reality, because what they're doing is not. And last, to close up, it's a travesty that our superintendent, our board members don't collaborate with our county judge, Eddie Trevino. He's been doing an awesome job. With our city mayor, Trey Mendes, fantastic job. And it's disappointing that they have not even been able to partnership with them and move forward. What do? Pick a fight. It's not right. Not right. So come November, let's vote them out.
Hey, bueno, thank you, Tim, for coming on. Miguel Cantú. Hola, Miguel Cantú. Yo quiero que cierren más tarde los restaurantes. No, Rudy, hay que ponernos a más dietita, mi amor. ¿Cuándo? First thing on Monday, Boca Chica fishing. Tomorrow, Albert, no. The 2 restriction is already gone. You can have as many people as you want in your car as long as you have your face mask. Got my voter card ready. Susie, I don't only need your vote. I need my friends' vote. Please, Susie. Good night, Zenaida. What's Frankie's Facebook? Olivo Frankie. He'll post the link, but just if you see him on the comments. Oh, you're on YouTube. Olivo Frankie. Frankie, you the GOAT! Hey, wait a minute. I'm the GOAT.
I'm the GOAT. Shout out to Marisa.
God bless you, Sharon. Love you. 4. No, more. Thanks for following. We got that guy. Quiero tacos, Rudy. Yo también. Invítame.
Hey, shout out to
Albert. Say hi to Richard for me, Albert.
Shout out for Marisa, Juan Carlos Vega, Kimberly, Carlos Elizondo, all those people. Shout out. Yara.
All the raza. Bye. Hey, Gutierrez. Beach is up. Open tomorrow, guys. I'll be out there. Guys, I love you all. Take care. Take care of each other. Be nice to the people that are out there in regards to the restaurants, law enforcement, everyone out there. Be nice to these people. Guys, thank y'all so much for y'all support. Please keep on informing individuals to come on. And, let's keep each other informed, guys. An informed society can turn out to be an amazing society. And let me tell you, we will take it back from them, guys. Slowly but surely, we will take it back. God bless you. Stay safe. And tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., see you here. Be here. And then again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And no 9 a.m. on Sunday because Erasmo goes to church. But 9 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m. here. God bless you. I'll take care. See you soon.
Bye. God bless you, Jessica.